There were people who truly believed you would not make it. They expected you to collapse. They counted on it. Some of them even engineered it. They watched you walk through storms that would have swallowed them whole. They saw betrayal hit you like lightning. They saw lies spread about you. They saw doors close, opportunities dry up. They saw you go through isolation, confusion, and pressure. And quietly they thought, this is the one that will take them out. But you are still here, not perfect, not untouched, not pretending it did not hurt, but standing. And that is what unsettles them. Because deep down, they know something uncomfortable. If the roles were reversed, they would not have survived your life. They would not have endured the same heat. They would not have kept their faith after the second attack, let alone the 100th. You are living proof that survival with grace is possible, and that alone commands respect. Let's be real. Respect does not always come wrapped in applause. They still dislike you. Their bitterness towards you did not magically disappear, but something changed. Before, they thought you were weak and naive. Before, they thought you were an easy target. Now they see endurance, discipline, and growth. They see that after every attempt to discredit you, you elevated. After every whisper and campaign, you grew quieter and stronger. After every spiritual attack, you came back sharper and more focused. They project themselves onto you. That is what people do. They measure others by their own capacity. So when they imagine themselves in your shoes, carrying your history, enduring your battles, surviving what they themselves did to you, they feel something heavy. They know they would have folded, and because they know they would have folded, they now have no choice but to respect you for standing. Even you did not always know how you were going to make it. There were nights you did not see a way out. There were mornings you woke up tired of fighting. There were seasons when you questioned everything except one thing, God. You held on to Him when logic said let go. You prayed when the situation looked ridiculous. You worshipped when your heart was bruised. You leaned into this promise of Psalm 27 verse 1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? That verse was not just poetry for you. It was oxygen. Even when you did not know how you would get through, you believed that you were protected. You believed you were called. You believed that your story was not ending in darkness. And now that you are standing in a place you once prayed for, even you look back and think, only God could have done this. That quiet confidence radiates. It makes people uncomfortable because it speaks of divine covering. Here is something they'll never admit publicly. They tried everything. Some attacked your name, your opportunities, and your mental peace. And yes, some even tried spiritual darkness, manipulation, ill intentions, practices meant to intimidate, confuse, or destroy. But every single plan failed. Every trap collapsed. Every cause dissolved. Matthew chapter 28 verse 18 says, Christ came to them and said, All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. The reason nothing could permanently take you out is not because you are untouchable on your own. It is because you are covered. They have now witnessed something they cannot explain. They sensed darkness and light kept prevailing. They expected you to lose your mind and you gained clarity. They expected you to lose your faith and you grew stronger. Deep down, they know there is a higher power involved. They may never say it, but they feel it. What truly unsettles them is not just that you survived, it is how you survived. You did not become what hurt you. You did not mirror the toxicity. You did not turn cold and cruel. Yes, you set boundaries. Yes, you got wiser. Yes, you became more discerning. But you did not let darkness rewrite your character. That takes strength. The world teaches retaliation. God teaches refinement. And you chose refinement. The scripture says in Genesis chapter 50 verse 20, You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. That is your testimony. What they meant to destroy you built you. What they meant to shame you matured you. What they meant to end you introduced you to a deeper level of purpose. They see now that every attack only polished you, and it frustrates them because they cannot undo that growth. Most people quit early. After the first betrayal, they shut down. After the second disappointment, they stop trying. After the third hardship, they lose hope. But you kept going. You cried, but you kept going. You questioned, but you kept going. You rested when you needed to, but you kept going. Now imagine how that looks from the outside. Someone watching you thinks, if I had gone through half of that, I would not have survived. That realization shifts something. It shifts mockery into silent admiration. It shifts jealousy into reluctant respect. Because resilience is undeniable, and resilience rooted in faith is powerful. There is another layer to this. Your perseverance exposes them. Your peace exposes their chaos. Your faith exposes their fear. When you continue to smile, grow, and pursue purpose after everything they did, it forces them to confront their own limitations. Why did they not break? And the only honest answer is this: because God was with you. Your life has become a quiet testimony that there is protection beyond what the eye can see. They now understand that attacking you is not just attacking a person, it is challenging the hand that covers you. And that realization changes their posture. You always felt it, even in your lowest seasons. a whisper inside that said, "This is not the end." Even when circumstances screamed otherwise, you were not surviving randomly, you were being prepared. Every trial trained your endurance. Every setback strengthened your faith. Every betrayal sharpened your discernment. And now you walk differently, not arrogant, not boastful, grounded, anchored, confident in a way that does not need validation. That kind of presence commands respect automatically. You do not have to demand it. You do not have to fight for it. It follows alignment. This is the part that matters most. When they picture themselves living your exact story, enduring your exact pain, carrying your exact pressures, they see themselves quitting. They know it. And because they know it, they cannot look at you the same way anymore. Yes, they may still feel resentment and envy towards you. But beneath it all, there is an unspoken acknowledgement. You are stronger than they assumed, stronger than they are, and stronger because you stayed with God when walking away would have been easier. So if you are listening right now and you are still in the middle of your storm, hear this clearly. Keep going. The very people who think you will not make it are watching. And one day they will have no choice but to respect the endurance they once doubted. Not because you crushed them or retaliated, but because you endured with faith. You are not surviving by accident. You are protected. You are called. You are strengthened daily by a power greater than any force formed against you. Your life is proof that darkness does not win when God is involved. And when the dust settles, even your enemies will recognize what they refuse to admit. You were never fighting alone. Stay faithful and anchored. The same God who carried you this far is not finished with your story. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.